Yeah, that's why I'm asking you because I remember you actually had a kidney stone.
I didn't know I had one. I was pretty hungover, and I remember I went to go take a fucking piss at work.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, this fucking hurts. Right? It was straining.
Peeing.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I remember I went to the doctor. I thought it was an STD. Bro, I didn't even think about the kidney stone.
Welcome to the worst Asian podcast, where a couple Asian American millennials give you our shitty opinions on all things Asian.
Yep.
My name is Lingjie. I just realized I forgot to do all the technical camera mic checks, but this is also my co-host, Ben.
Hey, man. I love you.
I'm already pointing up.
Fuck. I love you.
Are you okay?
Hell no. I'm like quivering.
If you guys can't tell visually, if you're on the audio only, Ben does not look very well right now.
Nope. Feel even worse.
It's a constant theme. You're bad Uber rides, and you're for a guy that says he doesn't drink a lot, you're always hungover.
I feel like I've been less hungover, no?
I guess I see you outside the podcast sometimes, and then you always also complain about being hungover.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, I'm fine with it. I'm just like, I feel bad for you because you're going to struggle through today.
Nah,
I'll 2.5 hours of talking about whatever BS.
Yeah.
Well, you have your coffee here. I made you some food just before, so hopefully you can actually take it.
Thank you. You're doing God's work right now.
Should I make you read something or should I read it?
I'll read.
You read something? Okay. Once again, guys, if you can do us a favor, I know this is a little bit early for a plug, but if you can leave us a 5-star review, a written review on Apple Podcasts, wherever possible, for those of you that haven't, it actually does go a long way to like making things a little bit better for us, helping the algorithm, all that BS technical jazz. We still love doing it, even if no one sends us any nice wishes, but every once in a while it's nice. So if you do leave us a nice review, I will read it on air. And today, given how not sober Ben is, I'm going to make Ben read this one review that's very nice, but also very long. Here you go, Ben.
Oh, I should have been like 3 sentences.
No, this is a nice long review. Okay, who's it from first? It's on Apple Podcasts.
It's from Glow_Lee.
Okay, and what does she or he have to say?
Or Glo_Lee.
Glow, I think it's probably Glow.
Oh, it's Glow? Hey, Glow, how you doing? Can you send us electrolytes?
Ben needs to stay hydrated.
Oh, shit, she wrote a lot.
Yes.
I'm assuming this is a girl. Oh, can we even say that?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right, great. It's titled "Happy I Found This Podcast." Lingjie saying, "Happy I found this podcast."
Sorry, guys, I was pointing my finger up. I know Ben is tired, but he still has to project into the mic.
What happened to your finger? Is that Brussels sprout?
I will explain what happened to my finger after you're done reading this review.
Okay. I found you guys scrolling on Instagram one night, and I haven't stopped listening since. I'm so glad I found this space to just listen because it's relatable, funny, raw, and real. I typically listen to self-help podcasts or more educational content, but this one is awesome because it's like listening to you're gonna say
motherfuckers.
To my favorite brother / cousin / guys / insert any
person.
Pronoun. Friends discuss random stuff. I actually listened to the very, very end. Thank you. I actually listened to the very, very end because they talk until the last minute, and sometimes they are great nuggets. Oh, nice word. There, and let's not forget the dad jokes. Thank you, Lingjie.
Haven't done that for a while, though.
Oh, you have any?
Yeah,
You
haven't.
have any?
Nope.
No? LOL. Great podcast. And also, Ben, oh shit. You're a cutie. I'm definitely not a cutie right now.
Not right now. Look at Ben right now.
I am disgusting. I am a blob. Lingjie's going to censor my body right now.
Ben looks like he's in the Russian mafia. He's in an Adidas tracksuit and sunglasses.
I look like I should be in that movie, The Town.
Yes, yes.
Like those Boston, street, gangsters.
Ben Affleck and what's his face?
Matt Damon. Was Matt Damon in
yeah.
that? Yeah. Was he in
If
that
he's
show?
not in that, he should be. He feels like he should be in that movie.
He's like, yeah, get the car. Right?
Yeah.
We're going to rob a bank? Huh? Lingjie, you with me?
Yeah.
That's your fault.
I can't do a Boston accent, man.
Let's park the car. No ma.
Thank you again for your review. It's really nice of you. For anyone that wants their review read on air or not, just let me know. Write it in there. It's always nice to hear nice things. Even if they're not nice things, it's just nice to hear sounds and words and letters, period.
That was very thoughtful and nice.
That is very nice.
She used nuggets.
Ben thought of chicken McNuggets. He's like, wait, I didn't get any nuggets at the end.
Yeah, I got a little thrown off there. But thank you. Thank you, Glow.
Thank
or
you,
G-Lo.
thank you. Okay, getting back to real life. Just before we start this actual
Yeah.
topic, this is one of our infamous Asian news updates. Very, very not frequent, sometimes seasonal Asian news updates.
Yes.
I was looking at the thing. It's actually been like 3 months since we did an Asian news episode.
No way.
Yeah,
3 months?
it's been like 3+ months. We were talking about how we're going to try to do them more often because the news is every day and we always miss a lot of fun articles and things.
So for our past listeners or new listeners, didn't we do one kind of recently? We did one where the one I fucked up on hard.
Yes.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Okay, I see what you
Prior to that, it's been like 3 months since we did any kind of like Asian news update kind of thing.
that was me legitimately very frustrated at Lingjie because that was the one time I did extensive research and I still fucked it up.
You did extensive research for the wrong topic.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's
But
right.
E for effort. You know what? Maybe I should not tell the story of my finger. If you guys
Why?
are watching on YouTube or on Spotify video, you can see there's a big green thing on my finger.
Yeah. Who'd you finger?
The Grinch.
Oh, the Grinch. All right. He deserves it, actually.
Maybe I'll just save this for my ranting then.
Oh.
I'm not going to
idea.
hint at what happened to my finger until the end. But I guess if you guys follow us on social media, I already posted like a story about it.
Are you going to be okay?
I'm going to be okay. Although I didn't take a bath for 24 hours already.
Really?
Yeah, and I feel kind of... Actually,
That's okay. Me too.
it's been more than... It's been 36 hours since I took a bath.
Okay, you beat me.
All right, I'll save this story of what happened to my finger for the ranting and raving guest.
Hey, yo.
Once again, it's an Asian news episode where we give you some lighthearted topics about what's happening in the Asian American community or the international Asian community.
Mhm.
This is not the go-to source for hard-hitting news. Not at all. We're just going to be talking about random stuff, especially my first article. Very, very not hard-hitting at all. I guess technically it's kind of hard-hitting. Do you want to go first or should I go first?
Dude, at this point, I just wish you could just talk to me.
For like an hour?
Yeah, like it's like a bedtime story. And I just like sleep down here.
Okay, some woman in Taiwan had to be admitted for drinking way too much boba to the point where it gave her 300 kidney stones because she was only consuming boba and alcohol and basically drinking everything except for water.
That can't be real.
This is a real article.
Wait, you said 300 or 30?
300 kidney stones. Guess how old do you think this person is that's drinking so much boba and she has 300 kidney stones? Just guess.
Good question.
Young or old? Young,
I want to
middle
say
age, old.
she better be old.
Really?
I want to say
Do you think an old person would drink that much boba? See, that's what you have to balance.
Okay.
Like, who's the
Okay,
one
okay.
that's refusing to drink like regular water
Yeah,
and just drinking
was me.
boba?
I'm gonna guess 20.
Bingo, bang, bing, bang, bingo on the dot.
Bam.
He's 20 years old.
Bam.
How crazy do you have to have your diet? Wait,
Yeah.
does liquid? Yeah,
Yeah.
liquid counts as a diet, but like,
You have a picture of her?
no, I don't have a picture of her. Why would that matter if I have a picture of her?
I don't know. I just
Are
want
you
to
going
see.
to judge her physical appearance?
It's kind of impressive, but at the same time, like, damn, that's like terrible.
So she was taken to the hospital after she had some back pain, lower back pain, body aches, and a fever. I've never had kidney stones, so like I don't know what it actually gives you. Is that actually what it gives you?
I don't remember. I had one only.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you because I remember you actually had a kidney stone.
I didn't know I had one. I was pretty hungover, and I remember I went to go take a fucking piss at work,
Yeah.
and then I just remember I was like, oh my god, my piss is fucking dark.
From blood?
No, it was just dark because of lack of water and just alcohol.
Oh, like you weren't hydrated enough.
Right. So I was like, oh man, this fucking hurts. Right. It was straining.
Peeing.
Yeah.
Ah.
And then I just remember like,
You know, honestly, when I'm picturing like peeing and hurting, I can feel it. Even
Yeah.
though it's only my imagination, I can actually feel it.
yeah, it was surreal because once the blood came out.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're like a fountain.
It was like a fountain for a bit. It was like, you have like a soda fountain machine.
Yeah.
You pick the difference like Mountain Dew and then Hawaiian Punch for a second and then Mountain Dew.
Right back.
It woke me up. I was pretty fucked up. I was like, oh shit, right?
Yeah, of course. If you see yourself peeing like blood colored whatever, you would definitely wake up.
Yeah. And I remember, a shout out to our fat friend on the highway. I remember I told you guys about this. And he was the only guy to be like, you didn't do shit. You did not pass it. I was like, bro, I did. I'm telling you.
You passed it on the spot.
Yeah.
How do you know that it was a kidney stone though?
I saw it. I remember.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it looks like a fucking, like lightish. Not
Like a pebble?
Yeah, like a raisin.
It's calcium or something, right? It's like
that's all it is.
it's like pure solidified calcium or something.
That's it.
You should just, people take calcium supplements. I'm just,
It's like, oh, I might as well just here we go.
it's produced by you.
It's organic.
If you put it back in, it's 100% organic.
Yeah, I remember I went to the doctor. I thought it was an STD. Bro, I didn't even think about the kidney stone. I was like, okay.
Okay,
I-
I'm okay.
I was like, I got it. I got the clap. I was so sure of it. I was like, this has to be it.
Yo, Ben, as a guy that doesn't knowingly he has an STD, doesn't not knowingly know that he has an STD,
Yes, sir.
or has gotten a
Kidney stone.
kidney stone before,
Calcium.
I cannot relate to what either of those things feel like.
Yep.
But the fact that you defaulted to what must be an STD,
I was like, oh, I
it's
got
like,
it.
It's like,
My streak's over. I remember that. I went to the doctor
oh god,
and he was like, no, man, you had a kidney stone. I was like, oh, thank God.
it's so funny. No, this external battery just pooped out, but we're still recording, so it's fine.
Oh my God.
I'm just wondering if I should pause this part of the recording and put in fresh batteries just to be on the safe side. I probably should, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me take a look at it. Okay, we are back. I had to change the external battery and a bunch of other stuff just to make sure that half an hour from now this thing just didn't poop out on its own, because Ben's already in a bad mood if it just pooped out in the middle of recording.
I'm not in a bad mood. I just want to kill myself.
Exhausted.
Yeah.
Where the hell's my cell phone? Oh, it's right here. Okay, we're talking about this lady that drank way too much boba and had kidney stones. 300 kidney stones. Now, Ben, you're a doctor, obviously. Do
Thank you.
men and women pass kidney stones the same way? It's all through the urinal tracts? You just pee it back out?
Metaphorically, yes, they do.
Yeah, it's the same thing, right? Okay.
I was just fucking with you. I have
You have no idea,
technically,
right?
yeah, technically. There's a tube that the pee comes out. That's a medical term.
That's a medical
Pee-pee.
term.
The pee comes out.
Yeah.
The pee hurts. You might there might be a little pee damage. And yeah, but 300.
Yes, doctors conducted surgery. It lasted for 2 hours, took out 300 stones. It's good to hear that at the very least right now she's she has been discharged and she's stable condition, so it's all fine. I have her name, but I'm gonna not say it.
What's her Instagram?
What the fuck? How are you gonna find her Instagram?
We're gonna DM her.
So according to doctors, proper water intake is crucial for diluting minerals in urine.
Yep.
But honestly, I'm not trying to say she did the right thing, but when you drink boba, isn't a good chunk of that bottle liquid, like water? Do you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah, no.
You're still drinking water. It's just water mixed with something. Like if you never drink pure water, like I do sometimes, right? If you just
Okay.
drink tea, you're still getting hydrated. It's just that the tea is like infused with other things. Isn't it the same thing with like boba? Maybe not to that ratio, but at the very least, you're still drinking H2O. It just happens to have sugar and milk and other things in it. So you still have enough water intake.
Yeah, I know.
Does that make any sense?
No, I know what you're saying, but
Yeah.
there's no substitute for water. That's the truth.
But there is water in boba.
yeah, there is.
Even if like the boba is like that cup is 80% water, H2O, and the
Right.
rest like 20% sugar and boba
right.
and like whatever, you're still intaking a good amount of water.
So you know what it is too. Some people don't know this too, but like spinach. Spinach, I think, is like high in calcium.
Yeah.
If you eat a lot of spinach, you're actually louder.
No, no. Go ahead.
If you eat spinach, a lot of it can actually build up, especially if you're not hydrating enough too.
Oh, but spinach is like withers down to almost nothing. Sometimes when you're eating like a big giant bag of spinach, it feels
Yeah.
like you're only taking 2 bites because by the time you cook it,
Yeah.
it withers down to like almost nothing.
Yes. So I think she fucked up because if she's having bubble tea, right?
Yeah.
It needs milk.
Yeah, I'm sure she's having milk
So
with
the
it.
milk with the calcium, it's literally just calcium.
Oh,
It's-
Ben, I think you unlocked the mystery.
Yeah. So it's
I think you literally unlocked. I'm like, where is all this extra calcium coming from?
so that her STD, right? It's
STD.
from all that calcium buildup. That's what
Oh,
it
it's the extra milk she's
is.
drinking.
Yes.
You know what? I'm sure in some way this is not correct, but the fact that you thought something that might be a plausible explanation,
Doctor.
it's almost the correct answer. Okay, hypothetically, she's taking too much milk in the form of her boba. That's
Right.
where all this extra calcium is coming from. And she's not hydrating with additional liquids
Yeah.
enough. It
yeah,
also says she's like also consuming as
a lot of alcohol, right?
yeah,
So that also it's two things.
and
It's-
fruit juice.
Yeah. So it's the lack of it's dehydrating herself
Yeah.
with the milk, I think. So it's just compounding it.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. It says all those 3 things that she was taking for years
Yeah.
resulted in chronic dehydration and buildup of minerals in her kidney.
See? There you go.
Yeah.
Doctor.
Okay. For once, Ben solved the mystery that for some reason I could not figure out because I'm like, you're still drinking water.
Yeah.
It's still liquid.
No, you're not wrong.
I have the same exact argument with my wife because she's like, to me, you don't drink anything except for coffee, tea, or seltzer water. Like you never drink plain water.
Huh.
And I'm
I
like,
believe her.
and I'm like, it's okay because I'm still drinking water. My tea is like 99.9% hot water, right? Seltzer water is just water with a little bit of CO2 in it.
Did you ever try doing that? Like just trying to drink, like you're forcing yourself constantly to drink water?
Like pure water?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
But
I feel like it's pointless.
have you ever tried it though? Like you're like, oh, let me just see like how much, and like you made a point.
No.
Like, is your pee dark?
No, because I drink a lot of water in the form of tea and seltzer.
Isn't tea also diuretic though?
It makes you
does,
pee.
right?
Yeah.
It does, right?
No, coffee makes you pee for sure. It's a diuretic. But I don't know about tea. I'm sure like some forms of tea it is, right?
Yeah, I just realized you only drink seltzer. I just fucking realized that.
I only drink seltzer. I only drink hot tea and hot coffee.
Oh.
I don't drink pure water at all.
And then the booze.
And then the booze.
The good old booze.
In some ways, I should probably like have some internal bowel like intestinal issues or something, but I probably just...
You never had an issue with that?
No, I'm okay. I'm also super regular. See? It's fine. You just tell my wife. She's always on my ass about drinking anything besides seltzer water or tea or coffee or alcohol. I'm like, it's fine. It's all liquid.
So is she always like telling you like, you have to drink at least 8 cups of water?
No, but she just tells me I should, every once in a while, like, don't just take a bottle of seltzer. Just go grab a cup of water. It's like, okay. All right, Ben. What news article do you have from your glorious list? Yes, it's your turn already. I can't tell you a bedtime story for 45 minutes to an hour.
You know what's crazy about her too, though?
What?
300, right?
300 stones.
That means that...
Various sizes.
Yeah, that means like some of them were so large. That's why she had to do surgery.
Oh, like the small ones are probably not
You technically
that bad.
could pass those, yeah.
You have to imagine, and this is the final thing about this lady, you have to imagine that through the course of having 300 stones, that she must have had other minor problems or pains prior to like being forced to go to the hospital. Because it's not as if you go from, she went from 0 stones to 300 stones. She slowly developed these stones over the years, and she must have had issues.
That's why I'm like curious to like wonder like what she looks like. Imagine she's like, I'm actually a triathlon athlete.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's running a triathlon like chugging boba.
Damn.
All right, but Ben, what is on your thing?
I'm a dumbass. I just closed all my shit just now.
Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes just to reopen your tabs.
So, I know you love these shows, the Golden Globes.
The Golden Globes.
I don't remember last time I watched it.
I hate award shows. I think they're all stupid.
Yeah. So,
not the actual awards themselves, the shows I think are stupid.
Oh, you mean like the whole thing?
Yeah, like the whole party and everything. Actually, you know what? I'm probably just being a hater because we're not invited to these things. I think if someone invited us to the Golden Globes, I would be like, oh, great, I'm fucking going.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm just hating. Yes.
Imagine we just like keep losing though. It's like, yo, fuck this shit. Like every year.
Well, there is the Webbies. That's like the Golden Globes Oscar equivalent of internet content,
Like
of
for
like
YouTube?
podcasting and stuff. It's called the Webbies.
I feel like Mr. Beast will always just win that.
I don't know if it's actually for YouTubers. I think it's for like podcasting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the largest one is the Webbies. I have to look this up, but I'm pretty sure it's the Webbies. But you know what's the downside about all these award things, like especially smaller independent ones? You have to submit your own thing. So like theoretically, if you and I wanted to like be in consideration for any awards in the Webbies, we have to pay a fee like to submit our things to be considered.
How much is it?
It's a lot. It's probably more than what we can afford. Probably like a couple thousand.
All right, guys. New donation. If you want us to lose on a nomination and to spend your money,
Basically burning money.
yes.
Because unless you think you have a really good chance of winning some of these things, what's the point? Because you're just burning money. You're giving these people at the Webby company or like the organization just free money.
Okay. So is there a category for best Korean Chinese male
Very
New York podcast duo?
Duo
Yes.
only performed within the living room.
Yes.
Yes.
Then I think we have a shot.
Yes. If you narrow it down that specifically, we might be able to win something.
Well, do we win anything? Like money wise?
No, I think you just win the trophy. It's like the people that win the Golden Globes. They just win the trophy, right? It's not like anything.
Yeah, but okay.
All right, Ben. Golden Globes.
Oh yeah, so I didn't get to. I saw a little bit of it.
Yeah,
but I feel like it's too cringe, and I love this guy, Joe Coy.
Oh, Joe Coy. Yes, he hosted this year's Golden Globe Awards.
Yeah, you heard.
But I heard after like a bunch of prominent like other people said no. No one wanted to host this thing.
Oh,
and then they asked him.
Oh, so he was like the backup to the backup to
Maybe
the backup?
something like that. And that's not to say that he's like not any good. I'm just saying like they asked their regular team of people.
Right. The A-listers.
Chris Rock, Jimmy Fallon.
He doesn't want to get slapped again.
Yeah, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And then eventually they all said no, and then they asked Joe Coy.
Oh.
What happened? Because I think I know what this article is, but I also didn't see a lot of it.
So I actually got to see him live at MSG. He fucking kills it. I fucking love this guy.
Yeah.
But I think he fucking just bombed.
He bombed, yeah.
He totally bombed.
That's what I heard too.
to the point where, like, I remember like there's one little snippet where he made a joke about Taylor Swift
Yeah.
and they panned her and she just like nothing. The crowd didn't react. She looked pissed. And I was like, ooh.
Was it a bad joke or just do you think it was the audience?
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's not his usual delivery or his material. So I was like, oh, he is definitely, doing like a different style.
He has
for
to
this
tone
kind
it down for this
kind of
whitewashed audience.
Yeah,
But
and
that's the truth of the matter.
yeah, so it was just awkward and like, it was just a bad look. I don't even want to watch it like out of respect. I'm like,
Oh, because you think it might destroy his image in your head of him?
Yes.
Because he does do a great set, but I was thinking the same too when I heard this. Maybe it's just the audience, right? Sometimes when you like bring a certain style of jokes,
yeah,
it doesn't really hit with every single like place that
The
you're in.
audience and stuff like that.
So maybe it's just the audience was not tailored for his style.
yeah. I was trying to think also like other people that hosted, but they weren't that great.
Yeah.
But I think they're fucking funny. Conan O'Brien did it once.
Yes.
I think that got like mixed reviews.
But he also toned it down too, didn't he? They all have to tone it down somewhat.
Yeah, but I guess it's kind of like what's his face, Ricky Gervais,
Who's that actually?
the British comedian.
Oh yeah.
Who always has like a little pint of beer.
Yes.
He just all he does is just talk shit about everyone.
Yeah.
But it works.
Did he do that during with everything that he hosted?
Yo, dude, like he was so good. They just kept bringing him back every
Oh.
year, just so that he could shit on everyone.
But he kept it like PG or
Hell no,
no, he didn't?
bro. He was talking about like fucking Harvey Weinstein,
Which award is this?
the big one, one of the big ones, Golden Globe or the Oscars, I guess. Yeah,
Maybe it's not the Oscars, or else I would have remembered him.
no, dude, you could look it up. Go on YouTube, guys. If you want, go on YouTube, and you could literally put up all his stuff. Yeah, he like pretty much just shits on like Hollywood in general.
I also think probably, and this is just speculation, that maybe Joe Coy was like, he felt that this was such a privilege that he
Yeah,
toned down his act a little bit too much.
I agree.
And this is not me. Like, I've seen only small snippets too, right? So I didn't see the entire thing. But at the same time, he does kill large audiences, but they're also maybe like his fans already. So you go in there with like good grace already.
Yeah,
People that are willing to laugh at your stuff already,
Yeah.
as opposed to this thing where he's just in front of a bunch of, I'm sure some of them are his friends, but
yeah, I know what you mean.
it's not like his,
Yeah, like they know of him, maybe his material, that kind of
maybe
thing.
they've never seen his material. And he's like they know of him from stuff, but they've never actually listened to him do comedy.
It was kind of bad because I feel like maybe he didn't do enough prep work. Maybe it was last minute. I don't know, right?
Yeah.
But it was just bad because it's like he's a real legit stand-up comedian. He's been doing it for decades, I want to say.
Yeah.
And I was like thinking like it's kind of like if you brought like I don't know, like Louis C.K. to host it,
Yeah.
or like I don't know, Joe Rogan or something.
Right.
It's still gonna, you know what I mean? Like you could kind of see like, oh, this might. A lot of things have to go right.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that was the issue.
Huh.
So I'm gonna try to watch some of it eventually. But yeah, Joe Coy, you're still the man. But yeah.
Well, on the plus side, all these shows really suck anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
I've read the ratings for both the Oscars and the Golden Globes and stuff like that just have gone down and down across the years. People, every generation, every age bracket cares less and less about this crap now.
Yeah. Do you know who hosted, or they were supposed to, like who was like the first or the second?
I don't think a person dropped out. I think they were asking a lot of people, would you like to host?
Oh,
And a lot of the prominent people said no.
Oh,
You also know it's not a paid gig. It's free.
Oh, okay.
You do it for free. You go through all this work to prep for it and get ready for it, but it's basically
Right.
a free gig. You're not
Oh.
getting paid to do it. So it's not as if Joe Coy got like a lot of money. Some people want to do it because they want the recognition or like that fame.
Yeah.
But if you really think about it, if you're a famous enough person, the chances of you doing something stupid and fucking up and it being bad for your image,
It might actually hurt you more. you're
yeah,
saying.
it's more likely than you like going up there and doing like a great hosting job. Because even if you did a great hosting job
Yeah.
and you're already famous, what really would that do for you?
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
If Jimmy Fallon did it and he did like a great
Yeah,
set
sure.
and it was great,
Yeah.
would it do much for his career? No.
No,
It's
not
like
at
a
all.
weekend gig that he did, right?
Okay.
But the chances of you like saying something stupid accidentally or getting slapped in the face now,
Yeah.
like that's much worse.
I mean, now we used to see it, but oh shit, they don't get anything. Not
No.
even like a car,
No.
unlimited Uber for like
Maybe
a year?
like some goodie bags and shit, like sponsor a goodie bags. Yeah.
Pull a gift card.
All right, on to the most important news of them all.
Oh, we're doing ranting and raving.
No,
Perfect.
no.
Thank you guys so much for. I'm just joking.
Ben, you can't run away from this.
Fuck.
You still have another like half an hour plus of this.
Oh,
I think a little bit longer than that.
no,
Actually.
it's definitely longer.
Definitely longer than that. All right. The greatest collaboration of them all is always with Pokemon. Ben, who do you think Pokemon, the greatest franchise of them all, is collaborating with? I'll tell you, it's a fashion label. Which fashion label do you think Pokemon is collabing with this time. I'm
Uh,
gonna show you some pictures afterwards.
I'm gonna say the Banana Republic.
Why the Banana Republic? But they're not even that famous.
It's like a high-end fashion brand.
It's a high-end fashion brand.
Balenciaga,
Oh, it's not that high-end.
Louis Vuitton.
It's actually Fendi.
Oh, real?
Fendi's pretty fancy, right?
It's so fancy. Oh, okay.
So they're doing some kind of collab with Pokemon, and it's specifically around. It is the year of the dragon. We'll do a spoiler alert, we'll do a future episode on the Lunar New Year coming up in the next couple weeks or so.
Based on Dragonite.
Based on Dragonite,
All right.
the Pokemon Dragonite. So I can only imagine that Fendi, the fashion brand, the handbag brand, is doing a collab with Pokemon, and it's only Dragonite just because it's the year of the dragon.
Just that one guy, Dragonite.
Just this one, well, Dragonite and Dratini. So that whole evolution line.
Nice.
I'm gonna show you some stuff.
You want? Oh,
You think this is good?
no.
This does not look good at all. This looks kind of stupid, honestly. This looks like something you buy at Chinatown.
Yeah, like those anime like action figures.
Yeah, this looks like that.
Yo, how much is that? That's what I want to know.
Oh, that's actually a very good question. I actually don't have this information here.
and they
damn.
probably made like a limited edition about them.
Everything's always limited. So they have jewelry, they have little wallets, they have those larger bags. This one is not horrible because it just looks like Dragonite on the bag.
Dude, we can make that.
You can make any of this stuff. Whenever they do these collabs, either with Pokemon or with any other big brand,
Yeah.
like they're just sticking their logo onto an already existing product. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when Nike does any collab with a major brand, they're just sticking that brand onto an already existing sneaker.
Yeah.
Air Force One crossed with Pokemon. It would just be like a Pokeball on the back of it.
That's true. Lingjie used to be a big a sneakerhead back in the day.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Remember all your fucking dunks and shit?
I remember there was this one pair of dunks that I still want to buy even now at 36-year-old that I want to rebuy because it was
Oh.
my favorite pair of dunks back then. It's like $3,000 now.
Wait, which ones?
Nike Dunk SB Jedis. If you guys know what that is, if you're somehow a sneakerhead and you know what that is. So I had a pair of those back then. I bought them for like $350 used or some shit.
Damn.
And ultimately, when I stopped becoming like a sneakerhead, I sold off all my stuff. I still made money from all of it. I sold
Right.
those pair for like $800 after I wore them for like a year or so.
Yo, actually, I don't remember. Did you actually wait in line to get those?
No,
Because you had a fucking stack collection. You had a wall of them.
I never did the waiting in line stuff.
So how did you do it?
I think I just
You had a guy?
I think I just bought.
You mug people?
No, I just bought. Sometimes I was slightly overpay after on the secondary market.
Yeah, and it will still appreciate.
Yeah, I still appreciate over time. Yeah.
Yo, I'm not even exaggerating. Lingjie had a fucking wall of this shit.
Yeah. I
You
don't know
did.
why I was so into sneakers back then. Like, wait. I always have these weird obsessions in my life. When I get way into something, I get way too much into something.
Like phases.
Yeah, right? And I don't know where I got the money from. Oh, KFC money. I think I was working at KFC back then.
Yo.
Dude, I think my whole paycheck for like 2 weeks probably bought like one pair of sneakers. That shows you how little I was making at KFC and shows you how much the cost of some of these sneakers were back then.
Do you still remember what minimum wage was back then?
When I was in
told them-
college, minimum wage when I started was like $5.15 per
Yep.
hour.
Yeah.
It's $5.15. What about you?
I think when I was at McDonald's, I think it was $5.15. And I remember when I got a quarter raise, I was like, I am
You were over the moon.
good. I was
Dude, quarter raise is 5%. That's a 5% raise.
there. You go. I couldn't even do the math.
That's pretty good, man.
I was just like, I'm rich. I'll do the math. I'm like, okay, so if I do 40 hours, and I still can't do it. That means every quarter, every dollar for four. Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, I could buy a house.
Do you remember when our fat friend on the highway started working at McDonald's with you?
Oh yeah, man, he sucked.
He
I
sucked,
remember
but
that.
I remember when he started working.
Yeah.
So he wanted to work to buy a car or a better car.
Yeah.
And then when he got his first paycheck at McDonald's,
yeah,
he was doing the math in his head.
yeah, I remember that.
Like, fuck this. At this rate, it's going to be 4 years to get a car.
I remember he was so fucking pissed. He was staring at the check and shit. He was like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, these fucking taxes and shit. I was like, I don't know, dude.
He's like, Social Security. That's like 50 years from now. Why am I
Yeah.
paying for this shit now?
Yeah, I forgot about that shit. I forgot. Did he have a car in mind at the time?
I think he had the very first Civic, but I think that was before he bought the Celica.
Yeah. So for the record,
So, guys, if you see a fat person on the highway and you can find his records, and he used to own us actually, it was a Civic or a Accord. I think he used to own an Accord.
no, it was a Civic.
It was a
Right.
Civic?
It was a Civic Coupe. Because remember when we drove that shit to go camping,
Yeah.
and then back then, this just shows you how old we were. We used to use MapQuest.
Oh,
We
my.
had to print out the directions.
Yes, we went camping as young people once. We printed out a map. And then, were you riding shotgun?
I was in the back. Remember?
You were in the back?
Yeah.
Okay, I think
You
I
were
was
shotgun.
I was
You were
riding shotgun. So back then, if you were riding shotgun, you had the duty of actually looking at the map,
Yeah, you had
So you know
responsibility.
which
Yes.
which direction to drive in. and I'm not making this shit up. We're on the highway. I don't think we're going that fast. I was
We
holding
were.
the map. Once again, I'm in the shotgun seat, right? The passenger seat on the front. I open the window and my map flies out the window.
I remember that. And I
It
remember
just flies right out the window.
he got so pissed. You were like, "Oh fuck!" It was like 3 sheets. I remember too.
Yeah, it was a map quest.
Yep. And I was like, "Oh shit!" It took us 8 hours, I think, to get there.
Yeah, that's because of traffic. I think we just followed somebody else. That's the thing. We didn't have maps. We had a general idea of the direction, and we followed the other person's car that was in front of us, that was going with us at the time.
Yeah, that was good times, yo. That was a lot of good times, yo.
What are we talking about? Minimum wage?
Yep.
How do we get to
515.
how do we
We're
get to
rich.
minimum wage?
We're talking about the economy, with Asians.
Why were we talking about the economy? We're talking about Pokemon bags.
Yeah, yo.
Oh, sneakers. Pokemon bags, sneakers, minimum wage.
Oh, did you find
Fat
out how
friend on the
much?
highway.
Yeah, did you find out how much those things cost?
Oh, no, I didn't. So I'm sorry.
Oh no,
I'll look this up right now while you do your next article. Go ahead, Ben.
Yes. So, what's it? This is kind of a sad thing, but there was a recent earthquake in Japan.
Oh, yes.
It was pretty fucking crazy. There was a lot of video. You saw the ground just shaking. Not even shaking. It was like just. It looked like it was just like liquid,
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn. Japan always gets a lot of earthquakes, right?
Yeah, I think just because of the geography of where they are, and they're a bunch of, what are they? An archipelago, right? That means a bunch of islands together.
Whoa. My bad, college student.
No, a peninsula is like Florida, where part of
Yes.
it is attached to
The land, but it's so
larger
surrounded-
body.
Yeah.
An island is just one body. A peninsula is a group of islands
Yeah,
that
but
are
you
nearby
said,
each other.
but then you said arpeggios.
Sorry, an archipelago is a
Yes.
bunch of small islands that are not connected but are like in the same area with each other. So isn't Japan just a bunch of? Isn't Japan an archipelago?
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
You know what? That could be a Pokemon for all I know. I'm just saying random words right now.
there you go. So-
Anyways, these FENDI Pokemon bags, I'm going to show you for a second. The Dragonite bag is $4,000. That's this one right here. Ben's making the face. $4,000.
for like the smallest one too, probably.
The tiny Dratini one is $3,000.
Oh my god.
I know you're poor and this is all you can afford, but if you want a plain white t-shirt with a picture of Dragonite and then Fendi, the word Fendi, so this is a plain short sleeve t-shirt, right?
400.
It's a plain short sleeve t-shirt. It has a picture of Dragonite and the word Fendi on it.
How much is that bullshit?
This t-shirt. Guys, picture in your head. Plain t-shirt,
400.
Dragonite the Pokemon. He's just a
Price is right.
beige Pokemon. And it says Fendi across it.
Holy shit.
This is $850.
No fucking that is so illegal. That's criminal.
It's okay, but it also comes in black for the same price if you want.
Dude, like you could just get like a fucking Hanes t-shirt and just print that shit.
You can get those iron-on things from Amazon or
Yes.
Staples.
Yes.
You can print it out and you can do the exact same
Holy
thing.
shit. I had a friend of mine, he used to sell fake designer brand t-shirts, by the way.
Do you want to put him on the spot like that?
Oh yeah, he got caught eventually.
Okay. He's in jail right now.
Yeah, no, he's not. Luckily he wasn't in jail, but he was smart about it. So what he did was like he used to make fake designer stuff, and he admitted it too, but he would make it for babies.
Wait. How is that any better just because the market that you're targeting cannot sue you?
No, he eventually got caught. But what happened was that he realized like all these designer companies, they don't make anything for babies.
They don't.
So he's like, fuck it, I could just get Chanel and put on like a t-shirt, put on like a onesie,
Yeah.
and he used to sell it on fucking eBay. And then eventually he got caught. So he had to.
Who did he get caught by? Did he go to jail?
No, he didn't go. He didn't get.
He just got his account banned or something, right?
Yeah, they just told him, yo, you gotta stop, bro. That was it.
Huh.
He
Can
made
you
a
just
lot
like
of money.
switch it up like a little bit?
He did, and then he started doing other brands and shit.
Yeah.
But eventually, he had to stop it. But he had like the whole get up. What's it? What do you call that shit?
Iron.
No, it's silk
Press?
pressing. Yeah, it's some. He had like the press. Everything.
He wasn't just using the Staples iron thing.
Oh.
He was actually doing the screen printing shit.
Yeah. That's what he was doing. Yep. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that's actually more legit than what I would do because you have to invest a lot of money in the screen printing and like all the stuff that's needed for that.
Yeah.
That means in his mind, he thought this was a long-term business.
He actually did. I remember. Like he was talking about that one time. He told me a story about like how his friend like robbed a Coca-Cola truck,
What the fuck?
and then he was like thinking, he's like, yo, how do you do that? I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Where do you get these ideas?
Wait. Backtrack for a second,
Yeah.
okay?
Take your time.
All right. You rob a Coca-Cola truck. I have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Let's just play this through.
I don't have the answers, but yeah,
I don't-
let's do it.
Let's just hypothetically put this through. Okay, the most important question that I have is why would anyone want to rob the contents of a Coca-Cola truck?
So I'm gonna totally fuck this up, but I believe it's because it was easy.
Okay,
And
but
I think Coca-Cola just didn't notice it, which I still think that's impossible. But the way he made it sound, I was like, yo, it's that easy. I'm like,
It's
I
one
don't
thing
think
if you
so,
took
dude.
the truck and you like committed like Grand Theft Auto with the truck.
I
He's
know.
taking the contents of the truck.
Yes, non-violently.
So if someone was making a delivery, he would just like sneak up to the back, roll up in his car, and just fill his car as fast as he can and drive away.
I guess. Yeah.
You're not getting anything out of it. You're just getting like diabetes.
Yeah, I know. I guess he would just go to like every bodega or
And try
like
to
7-Eleven. I guess. He's like, yo, I'll give it to you for half off. But that's what he did. I don't know how he did it. But I was like, this can't be fake because it's like Coca-Cola. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so specific. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think he's lying.
So if someone, because I used to work at a bodega, and I don't remember people coming up and trying to sell like half off wholesale Coke products. That would be like the weirdest shit ever. Because you would have certain like beverage wholesalers that you had a contract with. You know, they would come in, they would check your fridges, they would just like restock what you need, yada yada, and they would just do all that.
Yeah. Imagine they just come with like, yo, I got this bag of Doritos. I'll sell it to you for 30 cents.
Okay, here's the thing about chips, right? This probably means no value to anyone, but I just feel like telling you this little nugget of fact. So the chips, right? What would happen was you would have a chip vendor that would come by and they would look at your chip shelf because usually like chips were in like one singular shelf, right?
Yeah.
So like let's
Like
say
a cardboard shelf thing.
Frito Lay's or something, right? So their truck would come, they would look at your shelf and they would actually swap out whatever was low stock, take out the stuff that was about to expire and like do all that jazz for you.
Okay.
So you actually didn't have to manage much of those shelves as long as you had like one of these wholesale contractors.
Yeah, they'll just do it for you every
They'll
month.
do it for you. So that's why like most of the time when you're buying chips, it's not near expiration date because there's another third-party company that's coming to the deli, to the bodega, that's like manufacturing, that's like managing all of that.
So what about those delis that still have expired chips that I've definitely bought?
So those people definitely don't have a contract. They're probably going to Costco buying like a large like thing, like a variety box or something.
Or is it like a legal bodega? They're like, yeah, we don't even have a license for
There's
this.
like a Jetro. There's like a Jetro.
Yeah.
Jetro is kind of like BJ's and Costco's, but they're mainly for other
Then businesses, small businesses.
exactly. So they'll go there and like buy even larger quantities of stuff like that.
Yeah. So okay, all right. Now we know. You wanna? I don't know. Coca-Cola.
Dude, so many weird tangents. It's like a tangent off of a tangent. I don't know how we got to Coca-Cola stealing.
Oh, we're talking about Japan. Japan has an earthquake.
Oh yeah, you're talking about how did that get to Coca-Cola stealing?
I forgot.
What the fuck?
My bad, dude. You're gonna have to carry this.
Was
one.
that your news?
Oh, what's it? So they only want to accept aid from only the U.S., which I think is like, damn, like, yo, you're still being mad, like, picky.
Why don't they want to get aid from any other country?
I don't know. I'm like, is this some kind of power trip thing? And also, what's it? They estimated the amount. Oh shit! Guess how much? I guess to just insurance companies, how much they're gonna it's gonna cost them.
Oh, it's probably like several billion because whenever we have hurricane things here in the U.S.,
Yeah.
they always release those numbers too. Like this insurance company is going to lose like 50 billion or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
10 billion?
Oh, actually pretty close. 8.5.
Oh,
It doesn't seem that bad, right?
I don't want to say that seems that
I
doesn't
know,
seem that-
it's
yeah,
so
but
fucked
still,
up.
yeah. Oops, sorry, just
Oh.
dropped my phone.
Oh, Lingjie's drunk, guys. You know what you should do?
Okay, I'm back with my phone.
I think you need to drink.
No, I don't need to drink because if I have to carry this because you're half drunk already, then I don't need to drink.
Oh.
All right, next news article. This is actually kind of fun. Kind of fun because I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk. So there's a Chinese company called BYD or BYD, however you want to pronounce that, that's set to surpass Tesla as the world's largest EV maker.
In China?
In the world? No, Ben, I just said the world's largest
my
EV
bad, dude. I'm so sorry. In the world?
in the world.
Are you sure?
The last quarter of 2023, this company, BYD, actually delivered more vehicles than Tesla. So they're projecting that this year in 2024, they're going to surpass them overall for the year as well. So shout out to China. I don't know what kind of vehicles this is because Ben has never heard of this brand before.
Have you?
No, but that doesn't mean like it's not popular. There's lots of shit in Asia, especially in China, where it's vastly superior in popularity, but we just don't know about it.
Yes. I'm going to say cap. I'm going to say China's making these numbers.
Ben is also a Musk fanboy, so that has something to do with
Not
that
a
as well.
fanboy.
You are.
I just think,
You think he's like fun and hilarious and like quirky and
I think he's fucking weird as hell.
yeah.
I love it. I think he's a piece of shit though.
Yes,
do.
he
He still is. But hey, he's doing all that. I'm like, yo, dude, I can't fuck with that.
You know, this is a weird side note, but whenever I talk with Tesla
Elon
owners,
Musk?
not
Oh.
even me talking with Tesla owners, but whenever I hear other Tesla owners, you can kind of always tell because they're always talking about their Teslas. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, you're right.
Whenever you go to like a restaurant or any social event and they're there,
right.
the Tesla people are always talking about Teslas.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you watched that game last night? I know. I saw it from my Tesla or some shit.
Some
like,
shit
they
like
always
that.
have to fucking relate to it.
You know, when you meet someone for the first time or you haven't seen someone for a while and you meet them, usually you catch up on like how's the family, how's work, how's shit like that.
How's the kids?
Yeah. They're like, fuck the kids, fuck the families. Do you want to know how much range I'm getting on my car and stuff like that?
Yeah. It's like a fucking dick measuring contest with that.
Yo, it is. I've been a third party to some of these conversations, and I swear to God, these Tesla owners, they sound like they're all getting commission or like they're car salesmen because they're trying to like preach the holy Bible of like range and like you need to get this on your car and this is so much superior in this way and that way.
Right.
And maybe I'm just picking that up because it's strictly Tesla. Maybe like other car guys do that too. I don't know. Like I'm trying to be fair, right?
Actually, okay, yeah. In a way, you actually brought up a good point. It's like people that talk about like fucking like, oh, I drive a Subaru WRX, you know, like they're fanboys like that. So it's kind of like that, I guess.
But the difference is if a non-Tesla owner was hearing these things about Teslas,
I see what you mean now.
They're more likely to still be interested as compared to like a Subaru.
They literally don't even give a fuck about your opinion. It's like, no, we're just Tesla all day.
Yeah. It's like such a super fanboy kind of thing.
Do you ever just like, if you're ever in that conversation, you just want to like just say something to like offend them?
No, I'm not that kind of person. I would rather just steer the conversation away from a Tesla and not actually like try to make them feel bad. Because I don't give a shit if they like their car or love their car. Like I'm cool, right? If you love like your 10 mile per gallon pickup truck from like the 70s, right? I'm cool with that. I don't give a shit.
I guess.
And if you love like your new Tesla, like you have a heart on every time you see your Tesla, that's cool too. Just there's no need to always tell everyone else about why your thing is so great and why your thing's so whatever.
When I got in that Uber, that was a Tesla.
Yeah.
I could tell this guy was so proud.
Why?
He had a Tesla. I don't know. There's just something about it. Like, I'm like, dude, I get it. And I was like, your door doesn't work. I was like,
but did you just not know how to open the door?
No, I know how to open that shit. Yeah.
But is it like a different kind of door? I've actually never been in the back seat of a Tesla before.
When you're outside, people get confused. When you're inside, it's just a button. That's all it is. There's no handle.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. And I pressed it. And then he was like, oh. I was already pissed off at him. But that's all it is. You press a button. It just didn't work.
What, did he have it locked?
No, he didn't. He had to get out and literally
he did.
Yeah, he had to do all that for me. But what's it? Shout out again, Fat Friend on the Highway.
Yes.
Do you remember? He actually recommended. He was like the best car to ever get. There was two cars. It was both from Toyota. It was a Camry and a Prius.
Oh yes, he was saying like the Camry is so easy to fix. It's reliable. And what was he saying about the Prius?
The Camry, he also mentioned, he was like, some people don't even fucking change the oil for a long time and it still runs.
Oh.
That was one thing with the Camry. But the Prius, he was saying that like he said the Prius has like no issues. He said, obviously, if the battery fucks up, then that's the issue.
Yeah.
But he said like every time he's like, I barely have to touch a Prius. It's
because
just
the police department actually has a fleet of Priuses for like the meter maids and parking people, stuff like that, right?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, that was good to know. He's like, you should get a Prius. I was like, nah, I'm good. But I was like, okay.
I don't know. I'm not trying to sound like I hate on new technology. I'm just trying to say like, don't just buy something because you're a fanboy of it.
There you go. Anyone that has a Tesla though, please, thank you for your support.
Yeah, if you can afford a Tesla, you can afford our $5 monthly subscription. I'm just saying, it's not that bad. All right, Ben, what do you have next on your thing?
Oh shit. Oh, here we go. Ali Wong and Steven Yeun made history after they both won Golden Globes for the roles in Netflix's Beef.
Yeah, not a surprise actually.
Yeah,
considering how good that show was.
Yes, it was really, really good.
But did they win just on like as best actor, or is it like best Korean actor film between the months of August and September, something like that?
Best performance by a female actor in a television series.
Television series, okay.
So that's actually pretty serious.
Yeah.
And then he won it for best performance by a male actor
in the television series.
So they pretty much got like the best. It's like the MVP of like.
Oh, and
awards.
the show itself also won, right?
Yes.
Best drama in a limited series or something like that.
Yep.
Is there a difference between a limited series and a regular series?
Shit, I don't know, dude.
Is it like what we were joking about, like best performance by an Asian American actor performed between the hours of 5 and 6 while holding an umbrella? Like is it like really narrowed down, or is this something else? I don't watch enough of these award shows. Where is there a difference between best drama and best limited series drama?
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Oh shit, I have no idea.
It's like how in the Oscars they have best picture and then they have best international picture
and then like best documentary.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. Not yet, maybe.
But
I wanna
either way,
say.
it's still like something, right?
Yeah. So I think, but regardless, that's still pretty, that's pretty serious in that regard.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them.
If you guys haven't seen Beef, you should really, really go watch Beef.
Are they redoing it? Season 2?
Is there going to be season 2? Without giving away, I'm trying to remember, how did the end of season 1 go? Did it leave room for there to be an interpretation?
Oh yeah.
Actually, let's not talk about it.
But they technically,
You can always make a second series.
actually, I don't remember. They left out the cliffhanger. I remember that.
Wasn't really a cliffhanger per se.
Well, we can't spoil it. But,
Oh yeah, we can't say anything.
watch Beef. We highly recommend it.
Yes.
I feel like they could have just done that on that one season, but I think they're gonna do a second one. I believe.
You think they left a little bit of wiggle room just in case things went really well, so that they can milk it for some more money?
I think so. Just like Squid Games. I'm like, they're not gonna be. I feel like they're gonna fuck it up.
Well, if they did a second season of Beef, there is no way that it would be as good as the first season, because a lot of that drama, and this is not spoiling because you can see it through like the trailers, is like the interaction between the two lead actors and then fighting back and forth, right? Ali
That's
Wong
what I'm
and
saying. Yeah.
Steven Yeun, like those two characters are like fighting back and forth.
You kind of saw how.
You can't really have that on a second season then, or else if you did try to mimic that, it would just seem fake, or
It's not even gonna. It can't even be. It can't even be Beef at that point. I feel like.
yeah.
So
So it's probably just one and done. Hopefully it's one and done, because a lot of these things, sometimes when they revive it, it kind of spoils the image of the entire franchise. It was
like
good.
Walking Dead. Yeah, like The Walking Dead. I feel like.
Walking Dead was just milking for money for as long as they can.
Right, like in the beginning, it was fucking great.
Yeah,
and
first
then
couple
it
seasons.
just fucking fell.
That's a little bit different because that's based on comic book. So they were trying to adapt a lot of the comic book arcs. So that's why they kept milking it. Both financially they milked it, and because there was enough source material.
Oh, so it was still even this whole time. That was actually true to the comic.
It wasn't true to the comic like page for page, but they
Uh-huh.
took a lot of the arcs and they would change it a little bit.
Even towards the end.
Yeah, I'm just trying to say like they
Oh.
had enough source material to keep doing it.
Oh,
Beef would have to be the writers just coming up with something new to extend that series.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
not that good. All right, what's next on my news thing? Let's see.
My bad.
See. No, what happened?
Can I just take like a break? Like I want to stretch it. Just try to-
Oh, okay. We're gonna take a quick break while Ben stretches out his hangover. Okay, we're back. Ben took a little break to stretch out his brain and stretch out his body. I also heard you trying to barf in the bathroom.
Yep, I tried.
Are you okay, Ben?
Hell no.
All right, guys. This shows
Oof.
the level of commitment that we have. That we want to pump out this consistently shitty content for you. Ben.
Also, for the record, Lingjie is also under the weather.
Yes, I am under the weather, but I don't get to complain because you look like you're under all the weather. Just you look horrible, man.
Yeah, I guess so. Like
You
a
look
tsunami.
horrible. You feel horrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
All in the mind, right? That's what they always say.
One more news article each. Let's try to keep it lun. What the hell is lun? See, I'm out of it too. Let's try to keep it lighthearted, and then we'll move on.
Lighthearted and fun. Okay.
Lighthearted and fun. Okay, Ben.
Okay.
Korea is set to introduce a new kind of visa. It's called a K culture visa.
Okay.
Ben's big in the face, but this is actually kind of true. So
All right.
what we talked about this on the podcast itself. It feels like the arts, Korean media overall is like a big export of Korea. So I think they're really leaning into that. So this is going to be called and I'm sorry if my Korean sucks, Hallyu, which is Korean wave. The Hallyu visa.
How are you?
How are you?
How are you?
Please correct me in the comments if you guys hate my pronunciation of this, but it's officially dubbed the K-Culture Training Visa. It'll give people the ability to stay in the country of South Korea for 2 years and to be enrolled in local performing arts academies where they can learn more about the culture and stuff like that.
Okay. So it's like for school?
It's not necessarily for school. You're there with the intent of learning. So I guess technically you probably have to go to some kind of academy to actually learn and train for this. It's just another way for people to be able to visit a country. Because, like long-term visas, tourism visas just for like vacations are one thing, right? That's easier. That's like, you want to go for 2 weeks, you can get approved for that.
Oh.
But for people that want to just go over there and stay for a couple years, it's often very hard because you have to get employment visas, right? You have to find a company, go there specifically for a
A
job.
sponsor, all that. Yeah.
You can't just show up to South Korea and be like, hey, I'm here. I'm now going to figure out what the fuck I want to do,
Yeah.
right? In this case, I guess you still probably have to figure out like plans of where you're going to go to school and stuff. But if you just love K-culture, or K-pop especially, which I think I remember reading something that's like a $10-15 billion thing each year in South Korea.
Oof.
If you just love that as a whole, then now this visa which is coming up this year. It gives you the ability to travel to Japan, to travel to Korea.
Same.
Same.
Close.
We all look the same.
Yeah.
Stay there for a couple of years and just, train and enjoy whatever you want about K culture, K drama.
What are the requirements for this?
So the requirements are currently not out, but this visa is looking to start on the second half of 2024. So we don't know what exactly the requirements are. I don't know if you have to do some kind of weird like K-pop dance to be able to qualify or anything.
I feel like they just put you in like a karaoke room. It's like play your favorite song and
just see how good you are?
just sing it and you're in. That's it.
This also seems like it's tailored for younger people.
Yeah, definitely. Yo, this just sounds like a bullshit excuse to go party in Korea.
Kinda.
Kinda.
I also think you need money to get this kind of visa. Not for the visa itself, but
To live there.
yeah, to live there and to enjoy yourself. Because if you go to school, you're not making money, I would assume.
Did they provide anything?
No,
It's just a visa.
it's just a visa. It's like we give you the legal ability to be in this country for 2 years.
Oh.
And then the rest you have to figure out as long as you like do some kind of like cultural thing, right? You're like
Right.
learning about the culture and stuff.
You know what they should do? They should make it like mandatory that you do like community work if you want this too. Right?
Do you think South Korea wants international foreigners to do any kind of good community work?
Yeah, like make kimchi, like fucking work at the Hyundai factory or
Do you
something.
want like a bunch of Caucasian people visiting like the senior citizen home in South Korea?
It would be kind of cute.
It'd be cute, but it'd be confusing as fuck.
Yeah, the senior citizens were like, where the fuck are we?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not like a bad, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, it's like it's promoting anything malicious.
No. It's just like another avenue for people to come to their country. Because at some point, like, I don't know what else Korea exports except for media now. Oh, electronics, obviously. TV, cell phones, Samsung, stuff like that. Cars from Kia and Hyundai and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess there is other things.
All right, yo, Korea, fuck it. Is it because like their tourism is just low or something?
No,
like
it's
that?
high. It's high.
Right,
Like
it is
all
really
of
high,
East
right?
Asia, the tourism boom after like the COVID times. Now it's like, oh, everybody wants to visit Japan and South Korea.
Yeah. Parking in Korea is terrible too. You know how they do it?
I'm sure it's parts of Korea, not every part of Korea.
It's almost all of Korea.
What's bad about parking in Korea?
It's just there's no parking. So what they have to do is you double park your car,
Yeah.
but then all you do is just leave a note with your phone number.
That's what I used to do in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but they do it like literally for like it's literally just mad cars.
And you don't get tickets for it?
Nope.
Because the cops know that there's nowhere else for you to go.
Like yeah, it's like a courtesy thing.
This is more of the cities in Korea though, right? Not like suburbs.
Yeah.
It's like the same shit here too. When you go to like certain parts of Manhattan. Actually, Manhattan, you cannot do that.
No, Nick, that's what I'm saying. You can't. It's like bus lanes, bike lanes,
Yeah.
and then there's all these commercial vehicle fucking signs.
And there's restrictions on which lanes you can turn onto if you're like certain hours of the day and stuff like that.
Yo, you do that with your car? Like leave like, no, hey, call me. They're gonna rob your rims and shit. They're gonna break your windows. You know what I'm saying?
In Brooklyn, it was nice because I used to work at a small place in Brooklyn, and because it was such bad parking, whenever there was alternate side parking,
Uh-huh.
you could do what you're talking about. Where
Oh,
you
like
would,
the phone number thing?
yeah, you would the whole street, the whole neighborhood would just double park their entire car on the opposite side.
Yeah.
So it'd be two cars like back to back on one side,
Yeah.
while they're cleaning, quote unquote, cleaning and sweeping that one side,
Yeah.
and then you would just leave your number on the thing. So if you
Okay.
were dumb enough or you didn't leave your number and the person you're blocking had to get out, then you would actually get called. The tow truck would come to move your car because that person has to get out.
You ever got your car towed?
No, because I always left my number there. 99% of the time, no one's really moving during that 45 minutes to 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
But I have had a couple times where I'm blocking, they're like, oh, I need to get out. And they would just call you, text you, and just go back there and move your car.
Okay.
And then at the same time, you can then take their parking spot.
That is true.
Now you have another parking spot.
I like that.
Yeah.
So like I live next to a church, right?
Yeah.
And we have our own parking lot with our private parking space.
Right next to the church, yeah.
This is why my dad hates Korean churches.
It's so funny. Your dad is a Korean guy
He
with a wife that loves God
yeah.
and churches.
He's like, yo, you fucking Christians are mad selfish. I'm like, damn. Yo, my dad's like, you know what's the best religion? He's like, the Jewish community.
Why?
He's like, because they mind their fucking business.
Oh, that's kind of true.
They're like, they don't try to make you Jewish.
Yeah.
They're not shitty parkers. They fucking walk to temple. Did you know that? I was like, damn. I was getting like educated from my fucking Korean dad.
You know, that part is true. They don't try to make you Jewish.
They mind their business.
Yeah, lots of other religions are always trying to convert people.
Yeah, like, yo, respect to any Asian Jewish people or any just Jewish people listening to us. But yeah, they just mind their business.
I feel like if you're Asian and you're Jewish, most likely, and this is just from the people I've met,
Uh-huh.
you've married into it.
Oh, actually?
You haven't really converted just randomly yourself.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
From the times that I've met Asian Jewish people, it's
That's
just because
mad
they've
rare.
married into it.
That's rare. Yeah, like a Asian dude that's Jewish. Like he's like, no, I decided, right?
Could it work that way? Not knowing much about the religion, can you just choose to be of a religion?
Yeah,
You could, right?
yeah. You just have to follow the rules. I don't know what the test is. It's better than that Korean visa shit. But what's it? I had a friend of mine in college that wanted me to be a Muslim,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, what are the requirements? It was like you can't drink.
Up.
Yep. You can't do it, right?
Yep. Nope. Done.
You can't have anything with pork. I was like,
Dude, pork is delicious.
dude, I was like, Muhammad, I fucked up.
I fucked up right there.
I was like, I'm very honored, but I'll be a really shitty Muslim.
Yes.
I'm a shitty Catholic already. I can't disrespect two religions now.
I'm sorry, but a pig is the most delicious animal overall.
Right?
There are certain parts of a cow that might be better, like 1 for 1, but overall, the pig has much more delicious parts of it.
Yo, isn't it crazy why they don't eat it too?
Why?
They just think it's like a vile animal.
Oh, it's not like some kind of sacred thing where the swine, the pig is looked at as like a more like honorable animal. It's the opposite.
It's the opposite.
Huh.
They look at it as like, if you eat, it's like they look at pigs as like they're vile creatures.
Huh. But there are other creatures that are more vile that they're not restricted from eating, right?
I don't know, but that's what it is. They're saying like when you look at a pig,
Yeah.
they eat anything. You know?
Dude, when I look at a pig, I want to eat it and I want to eat every part of it. It looks delicious. I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
I agree.
All right, I'm not trying to disrespect your religion or anything.
Yeah, but respect to you guys that do that.
Yeah.
But I remember, that's what my dad was saying. He's like, and these fucking Christians, they come, they take my fucking parking space, and what do? They don't even leave the fucking phone number. And I'm like, oh shit, my dad's gonna kill these people.
You know what's the funny thing? Your dad doesn't even have a car right now.
No, he doesn't. But back then, dude, it used to happen so much. It was so crazy. It literally says private parking.
Yep.
And they would just park in hours.
Yep.
And then my dad's like, fuck this guy. And he'll just leave his car there.
Oh, and block his way?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. And, like we just left it the whole night. And my dad's like, fuck them. I don't give a fuck. And then they'll come, like, oh, I'm so sorry. And my dad will come out and just fucking bitch
in
them
Korean,
out.
right? Because it's Korean to Korean.
Yeah, he'd be like, you fucking piece of shit, you fucking Christian assholes. The fuck's wrong with you, huh? I thought you were supposed to like be a good person. You can't even leave your fucking number? Huh? What the fuck? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's like, yo, fuck, you're sorry. I'm like, Dad, he's done this to women too.
He does not see sex.
No, he
does
is
not,
equally.
he's equally.
Yeah, he doesn't care what kind of Christian you are.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's like, yo, that's such a douchey thing. He's like, that's why I like Jewish people. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, damn, Dad.
All right, we're on to our favorite part of the old podcast.
Yes.
This is ranting and raving. This is where we like to complain about something negative or say something good about something, which is usually not most of the case. Ben, do you want to take this off while I blow my nose?
Yes, sir. So, like with social media or sometimes with like instant messaging or just texting, right? You can kind of see when someone reads it, right?
Yeah, like it's been read.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you get sometimes uncomfortable when you send a message and then like they instantly like see it and then they respond right away? It kind of actually makes me like, oh, like I'm like, I gotta pause.
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe they just happen to be on their phone at that moment. There's nothing inherently wrong with that.
I know. But that's the thing. I'm like, I don't have the social energy for that. I'm
But
like,
you know what's the funny thing? On the flip side of it, sometimes when I happen to be on the phone anyways, and
Exactly.
then someone else sends me a message right away and I'm not in the chat, I purposely choose not to respond right away because I don't want to look like I'm responding so quickly.
Eagerly?
Yeah, so eagerly, quickly to their message. So I'm actually avoiding the message.
like there's a time, right? You're like, I gotta space it out.
Yeah.
Like at least 2 minutes. On Instagram, you have to see the 1 minute mark at least or the 2 minute.
We're all thinking like a little bit too much because what happens is sometimes I just forget about the message completely.
I do that so much.
Yeah, because I see it. I choose to purposely not respond right away to seem desperate in some weird way.
That's what I'm saying. And in your mind, you're like, oh, like you already said what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
And you think you're like, oh, I sent it to you, like mentally.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, I completely forgot.
You know what's the opposite? When I send something to you, I'm eagerly waiting for you to read it.
Really?
Sometimes it takes 12 hours for you to read something. And you know what's worse? Because we're in different group chats on the same app.
I thought you were gonna say time zones. I was
No,
like, I
no.
agree.
We're in different group chats in the same app. So I'll send you something via this podcast chat
Yeah.
and you don't respond. It says like, like single or double check mark, which is like,
Yeah. For WhatsApp.
which is not read yet.
Uh-huh.
When it turns blue, it means you read it.
Yes.
But then you'll start talking in the other chats that we're in.
I do not do that.
Yes, you do that. Yes,
Are
you
you
do
sure?
that. Yes, you do that. And then sometimes I'm like, yo, this bitch,
Yo, no way, bro.
this bitch is purposely not looking at
Are
my
you
thing.
sure? I feel like I
100%.
messaged you first and I and I ignore our actual friendship
Most
group
of the
chat.
time, most of the time you ignore all of us, but there are times when you speak in the other thing.
I try to really.
What do you use for work? Do you use WhatsApp for work?
Yes,
Okay, you definitely respond to your work stuff faster.
I do not.
No?
Because of work, I'm in like 8 fucking group chats for work.
Within WhatsApp.
Yes.
Why do you not 8? Do you only have like maybe 2? All employees and like higher up management maybe.
Just to show Lingjie that I'm not lying.
I believe you. I'm just trying to say like, why do you have to have so many?
I know 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the staff.
Yes, all the staff.
5, 6 more staff. 7, 8.
What?
It's ridiculous.
Why do you have
9.
so many? Why do you have so many group chats for the same group of people in work?
10. Yes. So I'm sorry. It's not personal.
This also seems like it's poor management on your end.
No.
You can
Dude,
like
no.
condense it somehow.
I don't want to spill too much of the beans because I still want my job.
Ben's talking shit about each person while talking with somebody else and talking shit about them behind their back with the other person.
Man,
That's why he has so many group chats open.
Oh man. Nah. But that'll be hilarious though.
That's probably true though. It's true.
Nah, I don't do that. I try to keep it pretty profesh.
My wife tells me like
That
and this is not like,
she talks mad shit.
She talks well no. It's like
It's like, yo, that fucking nurse
there's
sucks.
different people in different groups with their own group chats. And they'll specifically not include everyone. So like if everyone is the same position, right? You would think they should be in one group chat. And they might be.
Oh, like the special, like their specialty.
Like this is all the RNs from this department, right? But there's actually subgroups that have their own additional chats because they don't want to have everyone from the main chat in. I feel like that's what you're doing too.
Yeah, but I didn't make these.
Oh, you just joined them. You invited to them.
I was forced, sir. Yeah. So what's it? That's the thing. It sucks because now I'm like, I just want to throw my phone away.
Or I guess the lesson of the story is don't respond right away. Or do respond right away.
You have to give it a few minutes, I feel like.
But you just stand there holding your phone for a couple minutes.
Go on YouTube. Or actually, while you're doing that, go on our podcast. Leave us a review.
Go like and subscribe. Go do something more productive while you're waiting to actually respond back to your friend.
There you go. Get safe.
Okay, so my thing quickly, and we have to get to this. Are you interested in what happened to my finger?
Yeah. Are you gonna be okay?
So last night I was cutting open a box. And then the box was fairly thick. And my wife always says this, whenever I use a box cutter, she's like, why are you moving in such a fast motion with the box cutter? Like,
really?
Take it easy. But I've been using a box cutter for like 10 plus years, right? Because I have a lot of packages and stuff.
You're like a pro at this
I'm like a pro at this. I like cutting cardboard. That's my ultimate skill. That's my final form is holding a box cutter.
Yeah.
When I evolve, I'm holding a box cutter. So I feel very proficient holding a box cutter.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is the one time I've never had a cut this bad. I think I was cutting the box and then it slipped. But usually I position my arms and my extremities in a way that where if it slips in my motion,
it's away,
right?
Okay, that makes sense.
For some odd reason, I still don't know how this happened. It slipped and it cut my finger 2 inches. So the amount of pressure I was putting, because the box was pretty thick, I was pressing it down very hard. And then with that amount of pressure, it slipped. And then with the same amount of strength, it went through my finger. Not through my finger. It went across my finger. And then
2 inches?
Immediately, I looked at it. I was like, sweetie, get the Band-Aid.
Were you just like, isn't it crazy? You see it, the line, and then all of a sudden you just see the blood.
Yeah, so it was a pretty long line, and she's like running under the water. And I have like the water running, but the blood is gushing out so much, you can still see the line.
It's not stopping.
She's like, we probably have to go
stitches.
Get something, right? And then it was like 7:40 something or 7:30 something. And the urgent care that's near me closes at 8. So I was actually like, maybe it's in my head, I was thinking, maybe it's okay, maybe it's not okay. But because they close at 8, I'm just gonna go get them checked out.
Okay.
Because if you don't go to urgent care, I would have to go to an ER room. And I'm not gonna sit in the ER room for like 6 hours just to get my finger looked at.
Yeah, dude.
That would have been insane if I went to the ER just to get like for 6 hours, because this is low priority. There are people coming in
and they're gushing from the head.
They're like on the floor having a heart attack.
Yes.
Missing limbs. I'm like, oh, these people clearly have to go in front of me, right?
Yeah, man.
So I would have been at the regular hospital ER for probably like half the night if I went to the ER.
Yep.
So we rushed to the urgent care just to get checked out. So it's about like 2 inches or so. The doctor that looked at it was like, you're borderline don't need stitches. So you borderline don't need stitches. If it went a little bit deeper, or if the blade was like a shittier older blade,
right,
where it made like a rough cut,
maybe that makes sense.
You would have. But because the blade was so sharp and the cut was so clean, and just not deep enough, she was able to give me the equivalent of medical super glue
No way.
So she like medical super glued
The cut and shit.
laceration together,
Yeah.
and she put like these mini bandages across the entire thing, and then she
Oh.
rewrapped it like in 2 different layers of stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then she's like, just don't get it wet for like a day or 2, and it'll fall off on its own. That's why I have not showered in 36 hours.
How do you feel?
Yo, because your fingers have your nerve endings, it hurt a lot.
Oh, actually, when I cut my finger here, I have no it's tingly here.
Forever.
Yes. What about you? Were you able to feel the
I felt the pain. It was a lot
Okay.
of pain that I felt.
Shit.
So I'm hoping that's okay. All right, guys, we're at the outro. We have to make this kind of quick because we have to do a second recording. And things ran kind of long on the first one due to technical and health issues from Ben. So I'm going to just interrupt Ben and just do the entire thing myself.
I love you. Thank you so much, dude.
All right, Ben, say your thank yous before I go.
Thank you guys. I love you. I fucking suck. But you guys don't. Lingjie, thank you. Lingjie, wash your balls.
Okay, guys. If you are interested, you can always follow us on all our social medias. We're at every single social media platform at Worst Asian Pod. That's every single one from TikTok, Instagram, yada, yada. Follow us there. You can slide into our DMs via that and say hi to both of us there. We're always nice. Sometimes, actually. You know what? I'm nice all the time.
Yeah, just DM Lingjie for today, though.
Okay, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go through any of the other things because I'm really, really tired today. And we have to we have to rush through the other things. So no golden nuggets. As per Glowly, we have 0 nuggets at the end right now because I'm trying to rush through it. But thank you so much, guys. I love you all. Bye-bye.
Love ya.